Alright, this steering wheel is coming off today. Finally. Alright, before you do the steering wheel, mess with the airbag, you want to take care of this part right here. So it should be a 10mm, removing this black wire right here, this main, and bam, take it out, put it on the side, zip tie it so it doesn't accidentally touch back there. Anything, zip tie it here so it stays there for good, and just remove that before you do anything. So use a flathead instead of a Phillips, because the clip that's in there is spring loaded, so it's basically like this, so the Phillips will go sideways. Use a flathead like this way, should help you out big time. Just move in that spot, and as you can see, this side came off. Do the same thing on the other side, which is the same thing you gotta do, and it will come off, you will see. Yeah, it's a lot easier with the flathead, look at that. So don't yank it because it's got connectors over here. We got this piece right here, push into it. Comes off. One more right here. You gotta pull it upwards and this thing comes off. It's a little tricky. So if you use like 2 flatheads on each side, it'll come off easier. But I'm gonna just do that. There you go. And one more clip right here. So this is off right now. We're not changing the airbag cover if you were supposed to. You literally have to remove everything. I do have a video of doing the LED steering wheel on my channel. So I'll put the link in the description for that video, so then you can actually work with this. Again, there's no video fam on YouTube removing this stuff and doing this in detail. Only I do that, so if you guys could subscribe, I'd appreciate that. And as you could see, I'm gonna go more into depth with you guys. This spring right here, not even a spring, it's like a clip. This metal piece right there. This is what we were pushing when it comes to the airbag cover on each side. So if I go through the hole right now, you'll probably see, and there. So you'll see it down there. I'm not sure if you see in the camera, but yeah, you see right there in the camera. You see, this is what you're pushing basically, and that releases the tabs for the airbag cover. You got 2 wires here. The other one you got to remove is this one over here. So it's literally push it up and try to get it out. There you go, this piece right here. And we should be good to go. And then you gotta take this guy off. And remember, you always want to start off with keeping the steering wheel straight before you even disconnect it. Start the car, make the steering wheel straight, and disconnect the negative on the battery. Then we'll get started on this piece. And now what we could do is literally hold this and put the Allen bolt in this, and just, I would say the steering wheel is gonna go, you gotta force the steering wheel this way a little bit so you could actually loosen this piece up. It's got Loctite on there, so that explains it's gonna be a little tight. And then my buddy's gonna help me out on that since he's got that body weight, and we'll use that leverage. All right. You gotta hold the steering wheel. I'll hold it for you this way. Hold up, restart. Okay, I'll pull from the top and then you go ahead. There you go. And once the bolt is loose, guys, the steering wheel is not gonna go anywhere because it actually has like teeth, like really tiny teeth in there that keeps the steering wheel aligned and straight. So even if the bolt is loose, as you can see, it's not gonna like go in circles and whatnot. So it's got like a really tiny long gear inside the steering wheel that holds it down. Like it just bites onto it. The bolt just makes it tight and holds everything there. Careful. All right, so let the steering wheel leave it like that. We're good to go, and I'm gonna show you guys how I remove it. That's how it is, and then slowly just wiggle. and just a wiggle, and careful not to remove, not about removing the back piece. It's gonna move because of these wires, so hold the wires straight up so you don't move the piece in the back of it. So this wire's, you see how it's tangled up a little? There you go. So you want to grab that wire, hold it in the back, and just pull it out that way, and we got it. Steering wheel, we'll show you how this looks straight. As you can see, it says top, whatnot. You don't want to mess with this. You don't want to move it left or right or big at a full 360. You don't want to do that, all right? Just keep it as straight as possible, and we should be good to go. These are the teeth that I was talking about to you guys right there. If you zoom in, or if you just come closer, see those teeth? They, all that stuff right there. That's what holds the steering wheel. And yeah, so let's move on. To careful not to move anything here. Just slowly get out, and let's work on removing this piece. All right, so that piece is off. Two screws will come off. Oh, extension is needed. Guys, and if you guys are, I have a Discord group as well with 10 Gen Accords. If you guys want to buy parts for low, or need help with something, or you run into an issue you've never been into, so that's gonna help you guys out as well. So I'm gonna put it aside. So I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video for my Discord group chat. So make sure you guys join. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so because it's free. Help me reach to 100K subs, and we'll get that plaque. You guys think I deserve it by now. But yes, that piece is off, so this thing will come off. So just like that, the two screws comes off, so this comes out, just held by these tabs, comes off. And next up is removing this piece right here. So what you want to do is grab like a tiny pin or a tiny flathead. You could push that in and it will come right down. But yeah, as for this piece, you push those down. I'll just grab a tiny Phillips for now, see what's up. Yeah, let me see if I can push. There you go, I can push from there too. Just wiggle. It is released, so you know what? Take this off actually. Might be easier. Just held by tabs. Just use a force on all sides so you don't break any tabs on any of the sides. This is held by, it says this is tabs as well on top piece, so it's okay if this comes off. So now I have some more space here to work with. I'm definitely gonna use that in there. That's stiff. I'm gonna take this piece off. Make my life easy, guys. Remove this piece. So as you can see, now it's released. Now we have a lot more space to work with. But this is so, reaching into that part is really annoying. There's the second side right here, the same thing. Flathead. there's a push tab. I'm gonna push that tab in. That should do it. And this piece is off now. So with this piece, we're gonna transfer this one because it doesn't have the top piece. And it's just held by clips that goes forward, so you want to reverse it back in this way. Look, it's locking mechanism in the back. Yeah, it's two tabs holding it. That's what it is. There you go. One side is off. It's just into these two tabs and a tab right here over that. Same thing on this side. So it's easy if you take this off right here. Here's a tab, the push tab, like what I did here. Push this piece up and it should come off easier. So there we go. That piece is off now. And all right, all that stuff is removed. And next up is gonna be the paddle shifters. Just literally remove these bigger screws here. Yeah, I'm gonna use a big Phillips. All right, so this screw was stripped. Thanks for Honda making cheap screws when they're like really hitting the seams. So I used the filer to get in there. And then when I got the screw out finally, I made it into I used a Dremel to make it into a flathead. So we're good on that. And then this one, this one came out easily. The other one was like stuck, and I don't know, there's not even like, I don't know why it was like stuck, but oh well, it's out now. So to get this down, literally I usually push this down a little bit. But so this is gonna be for the paddle shifters, and they're also connected down there as well, which is right there. But I believe we could take them out. Use a pry tool. Just kind of pry open one side at a time so you don't break any tabs that's in there. There you go. And now we have access to that push tab and slide it out. We're gonna do that. Use a flathead here and kind of twist it. So kind of push the tabs out basically. If the latch is released, come on, there you have it. So we got this side out, minus, and now you want to get the other side. this side right here. We got a blue one which came out easier. Nice. And then just look at the way it is, because now we gotta take the frame out. This frame in the back. This wire will stay in. The wire will stay in as well. This long piece will be like stayed in like this as well. So this way it's not like jacked up like that. So just want to make sure these two will point outwards for the paddle shifters. And this thing just literally just hold it by tabs. Just kind of open it up a little and push downwards. And go all the way around. Comes off just like that. Well, these are the clips again for the LED strip that I did not the LED, not the strip, sorry, the LED steering wheel that I installed. Showed a video, I just didn't show this part, which I'll show you now. And just comes inwards, so bring it in this way and you should be able to slide this piece out like so. Put it on the side. And same thing on this one. You gotta go in. And now we'll start transferring to the other one. All right, now we gotta transfer these pieces first. Just like that, that's in. Then grab the other one. Okay, those are in. And finally, now what we gotta do is the main body. All right, body's going in. Okay, that should be in. There's two clips you see that goes in right there, the tabs in the corners. This looks good now. Everything is up. This is also in where we need it. It's not going anywhere, so it's not falling down, which is perfect. Now we gotta do the paddle shifters. So the paddle shifters gets connected. You gotta line up this tab with the tab of screw over there, not a screw, a tiny hole there. It's a little tricky, so be careful to go slowly, line it up and try to push in a sideways angle, and that should help you out. It's perfect because you don't want to break that. And now the plus sign, just right here. And this small tab, you don't want to break it, you just want to go in sideways. That's the key. Go in sideways and then push a little bit inwards, and that should line it up fairly easy. There you go. And that's in right there, the tiny piece popping up. And now we're gonna put this ugly screw back on with the biggest flathead we got to screw in that spot back in. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's not going nowhere, so we're good to go on this point right now. What are we missing now? It's gonna be those push tabs, right? Not push tabs, the buttons. Now we're missing the buttons, so. All right, line these guys up. Let's put this in. That's in. Get these buttons lined up. Push it in. And again, DM me guys on my Instagram if you're interested in getting a custom steering wheel. It's also on my website. And don't forget to visit the website. Discount code is going to be RedLine10. That's in. That's good. Those two screws will go in at the end once I put that piece on. But let me put this piece on now, which goes straight forward. See, you gotta put it right there and it goes straight in forward. A lot of people don't know that it goes in this way, but now you guys know. Bro, that thing is annoying out there. Construction. Perfect. You can see the clips from inside here too. So Should line right above that. It's a little tricky to put on. Alright, I think we got it. Once it sets on the steering wheel, we'll give it another nice slug. Another snug that's gonna go in. I think this is it. It's in. It lines up here, so it's perfect. We'll just push it in a little bit more later on, but for the video purposes, save time. Next up is gonna be that piece right here, which goes right over that, and this piece lines up the tabs here, so it's good. All right. Okay, perfect. Clicks in, not going nowhere. Flushed it in the bottom, and oh, we put the wrong one. Yeah, put the carbon fiber one. This thing was like staring at me up here on the table, so I was like, wait a second. Something's wrong. Yeah, I gotta give the carbon fiber one in. Okay, good. And then finally put those screws over this. Wow. We just put one screw there, one screw there. We'll stop the recording here. Okay, so this wire will come in. Just make sure you guys keep this thing straight and push this wire in a little bit, because it gets really annoying. Other things in the way, is a little stiff. But once that's done, make sure to make it straight as possible. Just like that, and then when the steering wheel goes on, make sure it goes on like perfectly straight, alright? Probably gonna be perfect, like a 99.9% perfect. Because a robot's not doing it, you are, so. But to me, it looks, yeah, it looks good to me. Yeah, perfect. Yes, looks straight to me, so that's it. Because remember I told you there's teeth in there, so if you make it sideways, it's gonna go in sideways. You could give it a nice glimpse, you know, and I'd say this is straight, because the tires are straight, and this looks straight to me. So what you could do now is just connect this wire in there. See if connect this piece, that plug in there. This is for the airbag cover. The battery is still disconnected over there, so I just gotta go back in now. My bad. Oh boy, let me just take this thing off. And this is pushed all the way back, so it's good. And now literally just make it tight. And I think 36 pounds of torque was the tightening. I think that was the amount that it should be tightening at. We'll use that at the end, but you could do that. Obviously, you could do that yourself. You could either hold it or have someone push the steering wheel downwards a little bit to hold it there tight, and then get that torque, I don't know what it's called. It's got like the pounds of torque wrench basically. We'll use that at the end, and we'll stop the video here and we'll show you guys putting the cover back on. That's done, so we'll go ahead and put these back on. Yep, that's back in, and literally just kind of push in, you'll hear a click. So both are in, nothing is loose, both sides are in. I heard a click sound, we're good to go. Yep, and now we'll connect the 10 millimeter bolt for the battery. All right, so it's in, perfect. It's all hooked up, and don't worry about the lights you guys gonna get over there, and just ignore it. Just ignore those lights when you start the car. It'll clear up on its own, just only because we disconnected the battery. That's what it does. But yeah, this is it, man. We're done. Make sure to subscribe, support the channel, smash the like button, and comment below what you guys think. I appreciate that, and peace out till next time.